Hola amigos, ¿cómo estás? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about Chivas' weekend game against Santos Laguna. Obviously it ended up in a 1-1 draw, which on the face of it is pretty disappointing. But you never really can tell with Chivas, you never know what kind of Chivas is going to show up. So the first, going into the lineup, obviously I was happy to see Vega start. I was a bit surprised to see Zaldívar starting instead of Macias. Macias barely played. I mean, he's been carrying a little bit of a knock, I think, but he's barely played for Mexico in the Olympic qualifying. So I assumed that Macias would start this game, but he didn't. I don't know whether that was a tactical decision from Vucetich, but it's a bit surprising. I think the main surprise was seeing Antonio Rodriguez in goal instead of Godinho. I like Godinho. I like Godinho. I like Rodriguez, but I think that Godinho is the better goalkeeper. Even though I think he's just been a bit terrible the last few games. So yeah, I mean, apart from that, I was a bit disappointed to see Molina start again. Even though it's like not really much of a surprise anymore. So going into the game, it is what it is. We started off alright. But I don't know what it is. It's similar to Arsenal in the sense that we're giving away a lot of cheap goals lately. Mia sips over, does a Gerrard slip, and lets the Laguna player run past him. And after that, he's just one-on-one with the keeper. And I don't actually blame Rodriguez for this goal. Obviously the blame lays with Mia. He's supposed to be a really good, experienced defender, and he can't be making mistakes like that. But all our defenders seems to be making mistakes in every game at the moment. I'm quite surprised Mia just didn't score an own goal. We've scored a lot of own goals this season for some weird reason. But yeah, so we're 1-0 down. You're thinking, oh crap, we struggle to score at the best of times. Now we always seem to be chasing games, and we just are not very good at it, if I'm being honest. But we did come out, and Angulo came on and scored another worldie. I mean, Bruno's been pretty poor this season, I think, for Chivas generally. But he's come out with a couple of bangers now. Chivas only scores bangers now. We can't score the simple goals. Tono should have scored. He would have scored if he was wearing a Mexico shirt, which is quite funny. But we can't score simple goals. We just have to score like 30-yard screamers every single time. Otherwise, we don't score at all. It's very strange. Really, very awesome, but it's very strange. And I want to see us score more tap-ins and work the ball a bit better and actually get the ball into the goal. More conventionally. But it is what it is. We managed to hold out for a 1-1 draw. On the face of it, a draw's okay, but we needed to win this game. We are out of the Liga spots at the moment. I think we're 14th now. We need to get more wins, and ideally we need to win all the rest of our games. But we've got Tigres, I think, to play, Monterrey, I think, as well, Cruz Azul. We've got an incredibly hard end of the season, and I'm not looking forward to it. Although saying that, we've done pretty well against the bigger teams, apart from Club America, obviously. We've beaten Leon this season. There's no question that we could go ahead against these teams, but not if we play like we've been playing this season. If I was Tigres or Monterrey or even Cruz Azul, I'd be thinking, oh, cool, they're not going to score against us. All we need to do is score against them and we're good. But you never know. Chivas do have a surprise or two up their sleeves. Vega was brilliant in this game. Unlucky not to get a goal. He hit the crossbar, he hit the post, sorry. It would have been such a really good golazo, but unfortunately it hit the bar and came out. The post and came out, sorry. But he was brilliant in this game. He was all over the pitch, attacking wise. He very much kept his L3 magic, the feel-good factor, I guess, of being the MVP of the Olympic qualifying tournament. So yeah, he's one of our best players now. I would have liked to have seen Macias play this game. I mean, he did come on, but he didn't really do anything. He didn't have much chance to do anything, to be fair. I don't want to see Zaldívar start. I was very unimpressed with Zaldívar. like I said with the Vega hitting the post, it rebounds and all he had to do was tap it in, he would have got a goal, and he couldn't. So, for me, I think Macias would have done that if he'd been on instead of Zaldivar. But it is what it is. If buts and maybes. So yeah, I think the lessons to learn in this game. I think it's Tono. I think earned, and I think he earns another starting lineup position. I don't want to see Sadi for start. I think Macias has to start now. And yeah, I just want to end with the running joke of, Antonio should wear an El Tree shirt underneath his Chivas jersey because, if he did, he probably would have scored in this game. He's such a good player. He just doesn't play as well for Chivas as he does for Mexico. It's very strange. But it is quite funny though, but it is what it is. Let me know what you thought of the game. Were you impressed with Chivas fighting back? Or are you worried, like I am, that we're not going to make Ligia again this season? We did really well last season, and I just wanted to follow that up, and we should have bought in over the Christmas period, in my opinion. We should have got a couple of players in. We didn't. What do you think about that? Do you think that do you think if Vucic loses the next game, do you think he gets fired? Or I personally don't. I think he's going to stay until the end of the season and then get fired if we don't make Ligia. If we make Ligia, I think he stays. The thing is with Ligia is once you're in Ligia, anything can happen. So even the worst teams can have a real chance of getting quite far in the tournament. It's just Chivas are doing their absolute best at the moment to avoid the Ligia. Like I said, Chivas are a big club. They need to be in Ligia every season and fighting for the championship every season. I think the league benefits from a really good Chivas team, and it's just not it under Vucic at the moment, unfortunately. And I can't see him turning it around either. I think he's just going to make weird changes. He's going to make weird changes to the lineup. He's going to make weird substitutions at weird times, just to see what will happen. I don't think he has a real plan. I don't think he knows really what he's doing with Chivas. Unfortunately, I wanted him to succeed because he was doing really well defensively for a while. Now that seems to have imploded. But anyway, we could have lost this game. We didn't, so that's a positive. A point is better than no points, obviously, but we really need to win this game. Even if we won this game, we're still not in the gear spot. So that's how dire the situation is at the moment. So yeah, let me know what you think of just Chivas in general. Do you think they're going to make the gear? Yeah, I always respond to the comments, so yeah, keep them coming. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.